Brazil's distinctive position within the US-China trade conflict underscores its potential as a transit hub for goods attempting to circumvent tariffs. This dynamic complicates Brazil's diplomatic relations with both global powers. Moreover, Brazil's agricultural prowess offers a strategic advantage, allowing the nation to leverage its exports to counter US tariffs. This situation could exert considerable political pressure on the American agricultural sector. In addition, Brazil's assertive response to US tariffs reflects its aspiration for a more autonomous role in global trade. This attitude aligns with a broader trend among emerging economies resisting US hegemony. Meanwhile, the United States serves as a critical market for Brazil's exports, particularly in high-tech machinery and processed foods. This economic interdependence, however, presents significant challenges for Brazil. Furthermore, the notion of an anti-US alliance among emerging powers like China, Brazil, and India appears unrealistic, given the intricate nature of global trade networks. This complexity underscores the challenges of developing cohesive economic strategies. Indeed, US tariffs directly influence countries such as Brazil and China, thrusting them into precarious economic positions. These measures highlight the high stakes associated with international trade relationships. In response, the US has eliminated tax exemptions for small goods from China, significantly impacting e-commerce and raising costs for consumers. This strategy specifically targets low-cost retail models originating from China. China's economy currently grapples with severe challenges, including soaring youth unemployment and a slowdown in GDP growth, exacerbated by external pressures and domestic crises. High tariffs have further intensified this situation. Moreover, the Trump administration's swift imposition of tariffs creates strategic advantages but raises concerns regarding long-term economic stability in both the US and China. Investors are increasingly reacting to these developments. Vietnam exemplifies how countries adapt to US trade policies by reducing import taxes, thereby avoiding becoming a mere transit hub for Chinese goods. This strategy demonstrates the agility of nations in the face of shifting trade dynamics. In this context, the US actively pressures its allies to impose tariffs on Chinese goods, fostering a restrictive trade environment that jeopardizes China's economic stability and export capabilities. The US dollar plays a pivotal role in sustaining the nation's superpower status, functioning as the world's primary reserve currency and facilitating international trade. Additionally, US Treasury bonds are viewed as safe assets, allowing the government to borrow at low interest rates, even in times of economic uncertainty. This financial stability supports various public spending initiatives. Monetary policy empowers the US to print money without succumbing to hyperinflation, as the global demand for dollars dampens domestic inflation. This strategy significantly influences international economic dynamics. Moreover, the persistent trade deficit mirrors the US's transition from manufacturing to a consumer-driven economy, impacting the labor market and contributing to pressing social issues. Many workers continue to face challenges in this evolving landscape. Corporations and politicians frequently oppose tariffs, influenced by their financial ties and dependency on Chinese supply chains, which affect their decision-making processes. The media's opposition also reflects the larger dynamics of international markets. Ultimately, the tariff war encapsulates a strategic contest between the economic models of the US and China, with significant ramifications for global trade dynamics. The US seeks to isolate China economically. The effectiveness of US measures hinges on their promptness and decisiveness, aimed at reviving the domestic economy. This revival includes a focus on restoring manufacturing and job creation to reinforce the industrial identity.